welcome to Ashland Community Theater Show Behind the Curtain, episode 31.
31.
31. I'm Joe White.
Right here. And I'm Katie Shander Reynolds.
Thank you for coming to our show. So, what have we been up to?
Well, a lot, but I will start with our spring show, which was like 3 weeks ago now.
2 Acts of Murder.
Yeah.
It was June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was a very well done show, I think. Well received.
People seem to like it.
It was. Although we were 4 people short of our spring record. So 4 of you are out there.
No. And maybe her over there.
No, the one behind it.
You're right. Okay.
The other one I didn't see.
Yeah. Next time, those 4 people are going to come to the show.
And we'll have a record.
We'll need 5. We'll need 5. Because it's got to go over.
More. Let's get more.
Yeah, more
better. People come.
More is better. But yeah, it was a good show.
It was a fun show to do.
It was a lot of fun.
Now, you were in the second act.
Yes.
39 steps.
I'm glad you noticed.
Wow. This is part of the thing. Remind me that I was in Act 2. Okay.
Yes, the 39 steps.
A live radio play.
I was a jinglette.
And how was it being in a radio play? What did that feel
It was really interesting. It was fun. I didn't have to learn any lines anyway because I wasn't an actor. I was singing. Mm-hmm. But it was fun watching the actors not have to learn their lines.
Yeah, none of the actors had to learn their lines. They had their scripts with them.
You had a script right there.
So
it was like you were in an old-time radio show.
Yeah.
So that was cool, and the props were fun, and it was a great cast.
Yes.
Really nice people.
And I love the props and the sound. And the Foley girl, Bianca.
Yeah, that was
She had no
so much
lines
fun.
in the entire show.
No, but
a
she
lot
was a
of
hit.
people said
People loved her.
She was amazing at facial expressions.
Yeah.
I mean, the acting was fantastic.
It was.
Julie was fantastic directing it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It turned
We don't
out
have
well.
permission to air that, unfortunately,
Sadly.
because we didn't get that. But so maybe at some point in time we'll get permission to do that. But that was such a great show. So that makes it even more that you should come out and see it live. That's a great thing. Yeah.
And so you were in the first act.
I was.
Which we will be able to show.
We will be able to show because
we're
able to get permission from the original writer of it. Yeah. Yeah.
So there was an original writer, and then you kind of took it and reworked it a lot.
Yep.
And then you ended up directing it and acting in it.
Yes.
How was that?
Do
you remember?
It wasn't originally planned that way, but no, I think the adaptation, the story was a very good short story.
It was.
About maybe 3 to 5 minutes. I read it and I fell in love with it. My mind started racing, thinking of how would this be on stage and how would this be a great mystery. And I worked with the writer of it, who gave me permission to expand on it. I told him our operating model is to collaborate with the entire cast and create this. So even though I got credited with the co-writing, it was very much a very collaborative effort with the entire cast.
And the actors loved that. They all said that to me.
That was a great...
In our last show.
Oh, that's right. They're great to work with. So it was a fun show.
Yeah.
And we're excited about it. We're excited about the successes. And I'm glad we're able to... now we got our summer ahead of us. What are we doing there?
Oh my gosh. Well, so we did a fundraiser over at the VFW. That was, gosh, not so long
ago.
And that was really cool.
It was a week after our show. It was like June 9th.
Yeah, we got to co-host a fundraiser for the VFW. Marconi's Catering giving us a delicious dinner.
Yeah.
So that was fantastic. And then we're working there again.
We are.
In
we're
a few short
there.
weeks, we'll be back there.
So this is going to be airing before this. So July 26th at the VFW on a Wednesday evening. If you have nothing to do, or even have something to do, cancel it and come
Better
out.
plans coming up.
Come out to there. It's a fundraiser for both the VFW Improvements and Ashland Community Theater. We're going to be putting on an improv night, and wait a second.
And I believe there is some aspect of game night.
Yes, it's going to be game.
That's also going to be happening.
It's going to be called Table Feud for those who want to participate. You've heard of Family Feud? Well, this is Table Feud. We're going to have tables pitted against each other in a game of like Family
Competition.
Feud.
Everybody loves a good competition.
So it'll be a fun night.
Yeah.
And it's a good night. It's a good cause.
Yeah.
The VFW's, Marconi's, and the Boston Sports Association is partnering together to refurbish the building, make it a place where we can have many events. We're hoping to potentially have some of our rehearsals there, do some improv nights there, and maybe even if we're have enough funding, we can maybe make the theater a little bit more, that we can put on a show there.
That would be very
That'd
cool.
be very cool.
Down the road.
They're wonderful people.
Down the
They're
road.
wonderful partners to work with.
Yes.
Kim
And the
Walbridge.
food's great.
Yeah, Kim Walbridge and Morgan are running the Marconi's team, and Steve Greenberg on the Boston Sports Association. Just been fantastic to work with, so I'm looking forward to seeing how we can continue that partnership
Absolutely.
going forward. So July 26th, improv night and game night at the VFW. There's going to be a small cover charge, so take a look at it. We're going to post it on social media and emails, but come on down. It's going to be at 7 o'clock on the 26th.
Yes.
What else is going on this summer?
What else is going on this summer? Well, we're going to have to start working on our fall show. I bet you already have like 3 things written, but I have to start.
Well, it's a collaboration once again. Even though it's written, I'll go and we'll talk about it and we'll figure it out. But the theme of the show is going to be
Gate 19.
all activity happening at an airport gate.
Yes.
So we've got a bunch of people out there writing right now. So if you have an idea or want to participate in writing or even coming up with a suggestion about what you think would be funny or poignant or
Dramatic,
something.
yeah.
Dramatic, yeah. It doesn't have to
Sure.
be all comedy. About what happens at an airport gate, feel free to reach out to us at Ashland Community Theater at gmail.com and let us know. And we'll be in touch and we'll talk about the story. You don't have to be a writer about it or write a full-length play. Just if you have a concept or an idea you think would be funny or it would be something you'd like to see on stage, let us know. We may incorporate it into the
Maybe
show.
we'll run with it.
Maybe we will. Or
Yeah.
walk with it, depends
Or
on
something.
how fast you are.
Fly with it.
Ooh, that could be, I'll fly with it. I get, see what you
See?
did?
Yeah, see
The
what I did
flying
there?
thing,
Yeah.
Airplanes. Oh, wow. That's a
Yeah.
connection. Write that one down. You have a pen? Fly with it, okay.
Yeah. So what else is going on this summer?
We're doing, you know what we're going to do? Barbara introduced us to some people that are doing something called the crowdsource, in which there are communities that are putting together films. They're going to make a full-length movie called, and it's a remake of Back to the Future, and it's made up of all individual scenes that we would be assigned one specific scene, and they're going to thread it all together. And it's going to be a full movie of Back to the Future, but everyone's interpretation. So we're going to get assigned a scene
We are?
that we are going to film and participate in this. This is going to be so exciting.
Wow. And when is this happening?
Right after the Marconi's thing in July, so we're going to
No
probably do it at
kidding.
the end of July, early August.
Ooh, okay. Good
we're
thing I'm
gonna
on vacation.
You're off all
You're
summer.
like filling up my calendar.
Well, you got to keep yourself busy because you don't do
yes,
enough.
that's
on
going to keep me
vacation.
out of trouble. Keep me out of trouble.
So we're excited about that. So if you're interested in participating in that, let us know as well because we may need some actors and help
Oh,
with,
yeah.
with
Lots
the
of help.
crew to get that done. So that's being done.
That sounds very
That's right.
interesting.
So
That's
we're gonna
something
do
new for us to do.
that. So we're going to do Gate 19.
Uh-huh.
What are you going to do in a couple of weeks? A couple of weeks from tonight. What are you
Well,
doing?
2 weeks from tonight, in fact.
2 weeks.
2 weeks from
That's
tonight.
14 days from
14 days from
now.
now.
Numbers person.
I will be flying,
You?
I'm pretty sure with you, to Minneapolis.
What's
You
in,
and I.
What's in
We're
Minneapolis?
going to Minneapolis.
Why-
Oh,
why
lots
are we
of
going to
things. My
Minneapolis?
cousin Lizzie, for one thing.
Oh, we're going to see Lizzie?
We'll see Lizzie.
Excellent.
Yeah,
So we're going to go to see Lizzie in Minneapolis in 2 weeks. That's going to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
fantastic.
It will
Is
be
there
fantastic.
Anything else going on there?
yeah. Well, I heard a rumor
What?
that we have to attend an event while we're out there.
An event?
Yes.
So I have to wear dress clothes and stuff?
I
can't
believe
just
we
wear
do have
shorts
to get
and a
kind of
t-shirt?
dressed up. Yeah.
What's the event?
I think that we are going to be called up onto
What?
a stage or something
Wait a second.
because
Is that the Hometown Media Awards?
that sounds familiar. Yes.
Did we
I
win
believe
something?
that you and I are going to go out to Minneapolis
Yes.
and collect an award
For what?
for writing
And acting?
and
directing?
acting and
producing
directing.
a
and
best
do-
comedy?
like this whole shebang that we did
This is fun stuff.
last year.
And what do we do? Is therapy sessions.
It was therapy sessions.
Episode 1.
The first episode of our mini-series
AMT.
that originated in a play
Yes.
that we wrote, and it was submitted and won Best Comedy. So we get to go and
yeah.
be
Be
feted.
fed. And we're going to be
yeah.
with our great friends Barbara and others from the community.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about it. It's actually
Yeah.
very exciting. All kidding
It is.
aside, it's an
I've never been to
amazing
Minneapolis
accomplishment.
either. So
I've
that'll
never
be
been to
cool.
Minneapolis.
Yeah.
This is my first award that I've won that I can talk about. This is actually exciting. I'm very
Yeah,
excited. I'm very
it is.
proud
Yeah,
of the
it's
work
gonna
that
be
you've
very
done. It's
cool.
amazing. All kidding aside, it was I can't believe that we sat down maybe 18 months ago talking about doing therapy sessions on stage, doing it on stage.
Wrote the whole thing.
We were so in love with it, we couldn't let it go. We
Yeah.
decided to make a film with it. And Barbara, who basically supports us a lot in all the film that we do,
Enthusiastically.
very enthusiastically said, go for the miniseries.
Yeah.
And we learned a lot from what we did in the interns. And,
We did.
And it was fantastic.
We did
And
this time better
and-
around, and
Yeah.
then my mother's living room. It's
Yeah.
like, you know, it all just came together.
better
and
quality, better sound, better equipment, everything else.
great
better lighting.
actors.
We bought a light bulb, everything.
There were lots
Got
of light bulbs. And
We had lighting. It was
Yeah.
beautiful.
yeah.
Now, it was well done. I'm excited.
We won an award.
We won an award for it, and thanks
Yeah,
to Barbara for submitting it and
Absolutely.
others for nominating it and then eventually winning. So I'm excited.
That is exciting.
But you know what? We wouldn't be where we are today without all of our wonderful sponsors and people who've supported us. throughout
That
the
is
year.
so true, Joe.
You know, so I just want to thank so many different people. I've got a list of people, and I don't.
And it gets longer
It does get longer.
every year.
So I'm going to talk we're going to talk a little bit about some of the sponsors, and then we're going to bring out Nadine Nesbitt, who is from Wait, who has been a very big supporter with us from the beginning and continues to make it grow. So I want to talk to her a little bit. But before we do that, I want to talk about some of our wonderful sponsors.
So
From the
many.
beginning.
From day one,
Day
we
one.
have had these great sponsors who have just stood behind us and helped us in so many different ways. Starting with Anne Marie's Dance Center.
She was the first person to allow us to actually rehearse. When I first came up with the idea of a community theater, she was one of the few people who says, come in, and use our studio. And we used it for open calls, we used it for rehearsals, and so many different times that we've been able to use that. So Chrissy Reynolds,
Yeah.
thank you so much for all of your support from the day one and continued support.
Absolutely. And then, of course, there's all of our friends at WACA TV, right here,
Amazing.
right here. Barbara Chisholm and all of her crew.
Platinum partner.
Absolutely.
Platinum partner,
We
Barbara
would not
Chisholm.
have done anything, really,
Yeah.
that we've done without her. They
Yeah.
film our stage shows for us. They allow us to do this monthly show.
Oh, this is great.
They provided us with equipment and people in order to
Technology.
film our mini-series.
It's amazing.
It's unbelievable
It's
what Barbara
amazing.
does for us.
And what we're doing is trying to get as many people involved with the process as possible. So I think it's so exciting that she's opened up the door for us, and we're able to open up the door for other people. So that's really what it's all about. Thank you, Barbara.
Thanks, Barbara. Okay.
Cobblestone Landscaping, Scott Brown has been a day one supporter financially for us. He has a passion about the things we do in town. He's a very big supporter. He actually works for the Ashland soccer program and does a lot of the field work and landscaping for them. He's a very big part of the town. He's helped us tremendously
Absolutely.
for coming to the shows, bringing a bunch of people, talking to other people about sponsoring us. And if they don't sponsor, he says, just go to the show and, enjoy it. So he's drumming up business not only in the financial way, but bringing people to see the show, which is what we're all about. Thank you, Scott Brown.
Absolutely. Okay, and then we've got Ben Kelly over at Middlesex Savings Bank. They have also been supporters of ours, I believe, since day one.
Yeah.
And they buy space in our programs, and they're so interested in everything that happens in the community and really being a part of the community, and we very much appreciate that.
And they give tickets, and because of what they do, we give them some tickets that they donate to people who can come to the shows who potentially can't afford to come into the show. So thank them for that as well.
Absolutely. Then there's our restaurant supporters.
So many.
One of our top favorites, of course, is Stone's Public House, which has been helping us out since the beginning.
Yes.
And they are fabulous, fabulous. First of all, the food there is amazing.
They have more than food there, though, right?
They do, well, they do. They
Okay.
do. They
They have
do have
beverages?
wonderful beverages.
Beverages.
Yes,
Good
which we
beverages.
enjoy with regular frequency.
Yes.
And
Some
they
more than
also
others.
they also have taken part in our programs, and they just have been wonderful to us. And we have our cast parties there
We have our cast party the upstairs.
every time.
And they invite the ghost.
They do.
They invite the
and
ghost.
the ghost is really a
amazing.
lot of fun to be around.
Very much
so,
fun.
Yeah, so thank you.
And then Rose's Automotive, Claudia Rose and Ed Rose, parents of Allison, who was the filmographer for therapy sessions.
Correct.
They're a very big supporter of us. Also from day one, thank them so much. Rose's Automotive. And I appreciate everything that they've done from day one and contributing and also getting the word out. I think a lot, not as all about the financial aspect
Absolutely
of it,
true.
but it's about the community aspect. And Nadine will talk about it more when she comes up. But I think she's been fantastic in supporting us.
Okay, and back to the restaurants.
Oh, I
'cause
love
you know I'm all
restaurants.
about the food. This Honto,
Yep.
where Ray and Kevin have been fantastic. They've allowed us to film in there.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They filmed. Remember the
They-
glaring one in the blue light in the back?
Yeah,
I love it.
absolutely. And
Oh.
they've been just wonderful and supportive of our program since
And they have
a long time now.
and they have karaoke nights, and they schedule our nights, the nights that we have our ACT sessions there. And Heidi Hansen has been a great big help over the last couple of weeks and months about getting the word out. So when these organizations have a night, we're out there promoting it. So they're sponsoring us by us going to their establishments. We're there. They're fantastic. They're karaoke nights, trivia nights, and we
Yeah,
go there. And
Lots of fun over there.
I don't need a reason to go there because it's such a great place to be, but we go there especially because it's an ACT night, and we tell all of our friends to be there. So it's great.
Absolutely.
That's what the community is all about.
Absolutely.
And then last but not least, we got Nick's Pizza.
Next, John.
John Pappas.
Thank you, John.
Thank you so
You're the
much.
best.
Yeah. We filmed the interns
We
there.
did film there,
We
and
did
then
an
we did
improv
an
night.
improv night there recently, which was a lot of fun. And again, we love their food.
Yes.
And I frequently get my dinner there on my way to dress rehearsals and
Yeah.
things like that. So, yeah, so they've been fantastic. They've been part of our crew since the beginning, and John's super enthusiastic about everything that we do and is always willing to take anything that we ask him to do and say, sure, I'll try that.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure, come
Come
film
on
in my
down.
restaurant.
Come on,
Yeah,
film.
sure, let's do an improv
It's super-
night.
He's so open
So,
and
he really is.
supportive.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's great. There are so many others, and we'll be posting them back on there, but the Family Pet Hospital,
Constant contact.
Zarella Dentistry,
Yep.
Mexico City Taqueria,
Backstage Dance Center.
and then Purple Link Marketing and Insurance,
Shepherd and Goldstein.
and then Burger City Glam Salon,
The Ashland Pet Concierge.
the Embroidery Place,
Realty Executives.
Premium Image Art Galleries,
Kumon.
and then Ashland Auto Sales and Detailing. So these are people that have been sponsoring us over the last few months, and Nadine has been able to get more people here. So enough about me talking about it, enough about you talking about it.
Yeah, let's get
Why
someone
don't we-
else
why
out
don't we
here to
have
talk about
somebody-
it.
When we take a 2-second break and then come back and have Nadine Nesbitt here to talk more about WAIT, what
Mm-hmm.
WAIT is all about, and how wonderful it is to partner with us.
Sounds good to
All right,
me.
we'll
Let's
be
do
right
it.
back.
Welcome back. We are here now with Nadine Nesbitt,
Hello.
who has been a
Thank you.
fabulous supporter of ACT and everything Ashland. And welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. So tell us about WAIT, for those who don't
WAIT
know.
is a program that connects business with the community for all the right reasons. We get businesses to donate percentage or a set amount to different organizations in the town that are important to them, or that I think are important to the town.
Nice.
And my philosophy is if every single business, and we have close to 600 businesses in town, each gave a little, you could spend all your time acting and writing plays and winning awards instead of having to do the hard work that comes along with what you do, which is the fundraising portion. And it's easy for businesses to give a little.
Yeah.
It's
So
fantastic.
what's your pitch? How do you get somebody to say, yeah, I'm in?
I haven't really had to pitch too much. It started with Honto a few years ago, and they asked, what are you doing to get business at Purple Link Insurance? And I said, well, I'm really involved with the community. I love supporting all the different things going on. And basically, they were doing everything. Ray and Kevin were cooking and cleaning and waiting on the customers, and so they don't have time to go out and find out what's going on in the community and volunteer. And I said, well, I can figure out how to match you up with great organizations, and would you agree to commit a small percentage of your revenue daily? And they said, great, let's do it. And since September of 2014, every single day, they have donated 1% of their gross revenue to a different organization. And sometimes people come in and ask for certain days because they want to have an event. And other times people will call me and say, can you put me on their calendar? And then groups like yours are fantastic. You started really rallying around 2 nights a month. And so businesses really want to support that, especially when organizations are coming in and visiting and supporting them.
Wow.
That's wonderful.
It's a lot
That
of
is
fun.
wonderful. And I just, every time, every season, I see the list just grows and grows.
It's
So you're really
exciting.
doing a wonderful thing for the town.
Most people have asked to come on board. This was the first year I'm contemplating growth, and we have 26 members.
Wow.
I sold my insurance agency to work on this full-time, and so there was
Oh,
a
wow.
transition in that. And the owner of Purple Ink Insurance actually is a member of WAIT and has agreed that giving to the community is very important, and he hasn't missed a beat on the contribution as well.
That's
Wow.
wonderful. That's very,
That
very
is
cool.
great. It is great. I remember when we first had our first conversation, you talked about this. And I was embracing it because, like I said, it's not just about us putting on shows. It's about connecting with the rest of the community. And there's so many people on this list that I know better now. I've had lunch with them. I've met them at their establishments and talked to them. And they're so embracing to what we're doing. And yeah, maybe it's not a significant portion of money, but when you start adding it all up, it's really important that it helps us fund a lot of some of the things that we're doing. But it's more important than that.
It
It's
is,
about that
'cause
connection.
Exactly, it's the beginning, it's just a way of helping the organizations connect to the businesses and vice versa, because oftentimes what a business can give to you is more than the amount of money they can give, it's their resources, like filming in Hondo. That's wonderful,
Right,
it gives you
right.
a place to go. About sometimes you need props from businesses, how cool is it to be able to take chairs and desks out of businesses and things
yeah.
like that. It's wonderful. And businesses want to give more and do more and help you in ways other than their financial. Businesses are so busy doing everything. They're running their business, they're paying the bills, and there's not a lot of extra. So the amount they commit to financially is wonderful. But if they can get the word out and get 5 more people to your show for you, those kind of
Yep.
relationships, I'd like to have the rest of 2017 and 2018 really help, respectfully, organizations connect to businesses and businesses connect to the organizations and form the stronger partnership so that you get more viewers at your shows. Then somebody there, you never know what will happen. Somebody there might want to act in a play for the first time and get jazzed about that, or somebody there might have a lot more money to give than a struggling business and donate. So many other things can happen. It's who you know, and I love how you've embraced WAIT. You have made the effort to meet the donors and to really get to know who they are, and you've done an amazing job supporting and getting the word out about the businesses. And thank you for that.
You're welcome. I feel like the reciprocity is there. I mean, they're going out of their way to donate funding. I'm not just going to take it, and we're not just going to walk away and say thank you very much. But it is much more than that. It is the connection with the
Definitely.
individuals that own the organizations and run the town. And I'm excited. And it's actually also a nice night out. I mean, there are many nights that we know that we're going to a lot of these restaurants or establishments, and we know that we're going to go there that night specifically because of it. And Heidi's done a great job. Katie's done a great job of communicating that out to our team, and we get a good turnout.
Jim
And,
Ward from Stone's Public House was one of your best sponsors and now has joined WAIT, and through WAIT is going to continue his commitment and expand on it as well, get the word out for you. But he invented a word called reciprocity. A lot of people are challenged by the word profit. It's a bad word, or you don't want to say you're doing well in business sometimes. And he's really done a lot of thought in this, and he has found that circle, the connectedness, just is so much better for everyone on every level.
Oh,
And I
absolutely.
love that word. I'm going to write to
Yeah, it's a
Webster's and
great
ask
word.
them to add
Can
it.
you edit that?
Yes, please. How does that
He
happen?
should get credit for it. He came
I'm
up
going to
with it.
write
He
that
should
and
get
say,
full
Jim
credit,
Ward,
yeah.
manager of Stone's, came up with reciprocity. Let's
I
use
like
that
it.
word. It's
I
a
like
beautiful word.
It's a
And
good
it's
combination.
exactly what you do. And a little bit goes this way, and
Mm-hmm.
it
Oh,
just
it goes
circles
around that
around,
circle,
and it's stronger.
yeah.
So much fun.
I have to thank you for letting WAIT be in the centerfold and on the back too. It's really marvelous, and it's easy for me to also promote Ashland Community Theater, because in your playbook, you've done such a wonderful job in mentioning the WAIT business members inside. And when I welcome a new business on board, I use your programs as a sample. Make sure you go to the plays. The plays are fantastic. They're fun. It's an inexpensive night out. And look what they're doing. And businesses don't really want to be front and center. I invited all 26 to be here, and I'm the only one here. But what they do appreciate is you acknowledging them in a way that other people also see without becoming braggadocio. So I'm so grateful for what you've done, and it's so much fun to promote you.
Thank you. I mean, I was just going to ask you a question about the work that you're doing now. What is the next step for what you're working on?
The next step would be to become a little stronger in Ashland. I'd love to double our weight members here, right here in town. Ideally, I want every community to do this. I think that if every community in the world, town, state, country, worked on this philosophy, that there'd be less time to have the dramas, the negative things going on. Because it's all, the whole idea of weight is taking everything good about a community, about businesses, about patrons, and working with the best of it all. And I tend to let the negative stuff slide off the plate, so I just think the model would work well for depressed communities, as well as communities who are already doing phenomenal. Jim Ward, the manager of Stones, would like to see this. We're going to pilot this in Natick. And so we've just started talking about that, and so we'll have a twofold growth here in Ashland, which you'll see the benefit of for sure. And how do we start in a new town that people don't really know who we are? What's the format for that? So that's a little bit exciting and
It
fun.
is exciting.
Yeah.
We'll see
Why
how that
Natick?
goes. Natick because Jim's two boys live there, and
okay.
so his heart's there,
Yeah.
sons are there. And Natick's a wonderful community. It's similar to Ashland in that the community organizations are strong. They are positive. There's a lot of them. And I think that's the businesses, of course. There are 5,675 known businesses in Natick. There's only
Wow.
560 in Ashland. So we wanted a little bit larger target group. And I just think it has that feeling, like when you walk in downtown Ashland now, people say hi, they know their names, you know, a little Mayberry RFD thing going on. And the same thing happens in Natick.
That's great.
Wow, well, best wishes with
Thank
that.
you.
I hope that'll be a big success for you.
Thank you. Ashland first, though. My heart's here, as you know. Everything Ashland I love.
So I have a story about Nadine that we were searching for some props for our last show, 2X Murder. And I said, you know, Nadine, I would love a desk somewhere. And then I'm at home and she texts me, Joe, where are you? I said, I'm here. She says, come pick up a desk. I found a desk. Come and get it. And then all of a sudden we're driving and I drove over and it was just me and you and then we're trying to struggle. And all of a sudden an Ashland neighbor just stopped by and
That's
just said, what are you guys
Ashland.
doing? I said, we're moving a desk. We're putting a plate on. Oh, let me help. They get out of their car. They help. It was such a wonderful experience that it went from, and that desk went up there. And then we went, and Paul, I said, wouldn't Paul come over and help take the desk out? And his
He did
poor
that.
shoulder
Yeah.
was coming out. But it just, how many people, that one desk was on stage for the whole show,
It
for
was,
both
yeah.
episodes.
It was a perfect desk
It
for
was
the
a perfect
show.
desk. It was
free to us.
weathered a little bit.
Yeah.
The cost was right.
Free.
I loved the
It was
I
our
loved that.
budget.
It's good.
It was my
a
second
budget.
favorite price. And I think that was it was just a wonderful experience of knowing where that desk came from. You found it. We went out and got it. And
Some neighbor was nice
some
enough to
neighbor's
put
nice
it
enough to
out,
help it.
say,
Yeah.
come take a
Come take
gorgeous,
it.
beautiful desk for free.
And that's the kind of thing
And
that
then
makes it
to
so much
beat
fun.
the van, I put it out in front on Main Street,
Yep.
and within 24 hours, I think it was two people, I only saw it on top of somebody's car tied up,
No
drove
kidding.
away with the desk. It was a free desk to them, so somebody has
That's
It all
that in
worked
their
out.
home,
Free
That's
loving
great.
it.
cycling, that's a good
That's
thing.
great.
Yes,
But it was-
but that's Ashland, when
That's
somebody just is always willing to help with anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're very helpful in getting people engaged about what we need to do. Connecting us with
Thank
all
you.
the different organizations. And I love talking to people. I think it just makes it more personal, as opposed to who is HCC? What are they doing? I want them to know what we are about and how they can help. And thanks to you, we're able to do that. And because you're introducing us to people who are already engaged in trying to help. And I'm just trying to close the deal and saying, why should you help us? And what can we do to help you
Let's
back?
do more. Let's get
Yeah.
that list. Get me
Absolutely.
your wish list.
Yeah.
You start ticking
Yeah.
it off.
And I want to let people know is that because of them and those individuals who sponsor us, it enables us to keep the ticket prices to a reasonable, I think a reasonable
Very
price.
reasonable.
You know, and I think, you know, I say $2 Starbucks, or you can come see our show.
You could do both,
You can do both.
but not in Ashland. We
Not
don't
in
have a
Ashland.
Starbucks, but you definitely
That's
could go
okay.
to Mexico City Burger City
Right.
Hondo
That's
or
right.
Stones before.
That's
And
Yeah.
The coffee trike?
yes, this week the coffee trike
Yeah.
at the corner
Yeah.
spot.
That's
Definitely
right.
check.
And what is the corner spot? I know what it is. I'm just playing.
Oh,
What is the
after-
corner spot? Tell
Oh,
me
the
about
corner
it.
spot. Oh, okay.
You want to know about
Since
the
you
corner
I
asked.
would love to
Oh,
talk about
oh my
the corner spot.
What
I'm
goodness.
so
is the corner
excited.
spot?
The corner spot is the latest thing I've been lucky enough to work with and help. It's a piece of land right on the corner of Cherry, Pleasant, and Main Street. It had a building that was vacant for many years. The town Affordable Trust owns it, and we're not ready to do anything with it in Ashland yet. And Beth Reynolds, our Economic Development Director, planned a project, had a vision, and it hasn't even been a year, and we had opening day today. It was glorious. The weather was
Wow.
perfect. What it is a pop-up business concept where each week a new business gets to occupy the beautiful little building we have on the property. This week we have the coffee trike, so there's specialty coffee and lemonade, I believe, and teas. And then there's going to be Wi-Fi, and there's places for the kids to play, and
Beautiful
places for the
plantings.
adults to sit on. There's some more things to
Wow.
come. We have four porch bench swings set up. It's a place for community to hang out. Next week we have Fireflies coming for a week. Everybody wishes
Oh, the week I'm gonna
Fireflies
be
was
away.
here in Ashland.
Yeah.
We'll have to get you some, put it in the freezer,
Darn
so when
it.
you come back, you'll have some.
Wow.
I promise you I will do that. And there's going to be a ceramic person. There's going to be
A person at ceramic? Or?
yeah, well, I
Is the
don't think so.
how'd
I
they
think the
make that?
person does ceramic.
Oh!
Yes, there's going to be a
I don't
soap
understand.
person, someone
needs
that
everything
makes homemade
explained.
soaps.
Yeah.
So we're excited for what's going
Wow.
on, and the committee was so much fun to work on, and just doing anything in Ashland, as you know. Excited.
This is another thing that's going to really bring the community together.
Yes,
It's
for
so
sure.
exciting that that space is being used in that way. And it's going to be so much fun for lots of different age groups.
Mhm.
and
Yes.
lots of different people to try their business out before having to commit to a lease. I think it's just a fantastic
Exactly.
thing that you guys
I'm
have
hoping
done.
it will help the farmers market too, because now you have more destinations. The library is
Yes.
doing great things. You have
Yes.
the Blue Garage, you have the farmers market. And now there's so much walkability around town. You just come right around the corner and go to the corner spot as well.
Absolutely.
Well, think about the things that the town has done over the last 3 to 4 years that wasn't here.
Yeah, it's
You know,
incredible.
that many
Major.
years ago. And,
Yeah.
you know, like you just mentioned a bunch of them. The ability, the Dragonfly Festival,
Yes.
the farmers market, the corner spot, you know, even us starting the theater company to have something in town that's ours. It's exciting to see the growth and the enthusiasm.
And the
of
support.
a 90,
Yeah.
you know, like 95%. You're never going to satisfy everybody, but 95% of the people that we've talked to have just been supportive on all of that. And who wouldn't be, right?
Exactly.
So it's
It's
exciting.
win-win. How
It's
can you
exciting.
fight that?
So we thank you so
You're
much
very
for
welcome.
everything
Thank you
that
for
you
having
do.
me on the
Thank you
show.
for being a leader in what we're doing
you.
and allowing us
Thank
to
you for
partner with
doing
you.
it.
So we got 26 great sponsors, and we got many more coming on our
Yes.
way. So go out there, talk to Nadine, and be part of it if you're a business. How do you participate?
Because we're all in this together.
Because we're all in this together.
For all the right
That's-
reasons.
That's right.
That's right. It's all great. Thank you so much.
Thank
It's
you,
another great
both of you, and
episode.
congratulations on your
Thank
award. I hope
you.
if you're going to have someone filming you accepting the award, so we can
well,
have that in
I've
action.
Joe
hired
will
an-
be there with
I've
his
hired an
selfie camera.
entourage. I've hired an entourage to come with us.
I
to
hope
take
so.
Video of it, but it'll be streaming, and I think we can figure out a way to
That would be
copy it or
appreciated.
something. We'll figure that out. But
Unless
worst
you
case
want me to
scenario,
be
it'll all
your
be etched in
suitcase
my
valet.
memory. You can
I'll
do that.
carry both of your
That's-
suitcases for you.
We got it all
Perfect.
solved out.
Done.
There we go.
Done.
Okay.
Thank you so much
You're
again,
welcome.
Nadine. And,
Thank you.
I appreciate another great episode.
Yes,
Under the
31.
And thank
And
you,
done.
all of our sponsors and supporters.
And all of
and,
our audience members.
Audience members who come to the show and will be coming to the shows.
Yeah.
We'll be back next month. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Indeed.
Good night.
Good night.